The screen. We are back now. Okay, what's up, guys? Jordan Bain here. We are doing a little segment called Chewin the Fact. Not Chewin the Fat. For those who used to watch my content, Chewin the Fact. FAQ, frequently asked questions, right? So I'm getting a lot of questions at the moment, as I'm sure a lot of us are. So if you're tuning in for the first time for today's episode, whether you're on podcast or Facebook, probably best to go back, check out yesterday's, or I'm probably going to be posting this on a Monday. Anyway, go and have a look at the last video or last episode of the podcast. We're talking about what to do to keep your brand visible during the COVID-19 period, okay? A very frequently asked question I'm getting at the moment. Hence the Chewin the Fact mini-series. Might not be just mini, might be a bit longer than mini. Who knows? We'll find out. See how long we can drag it out for. So many people actually watch. I've just noticed we had 12% of people watching from the States. So that's pretty weird. I didn't know I was pushing it out to the States, but someone's watching out. That's podcast anyway. Someone on the podcast is watching in the States, or maybe a couple of people, who knows. So if you are, send me a message. Let me know what's going on in the States with the property market. Anyway, we're going to continue on today. What I'm actually discussing is I gave a point on our Facebook page. So if you're in Australia and work in real estate, go and join our Facebook group. It's a private group. Real Estate Ad Hacks. Ad as in AD and hacks as in HACKS. Real Estate Ad Hacks. Go and join it. We're just talking a few things, giving a few pointers on what to do in marketing world and things like that. Anyway, what I'm doing at the moment, last episode or last video, whichever one you're watching on, we spoke about 5 videos over 5 days. In fact, creating your very own mini-series yourself, okay? It was basically targeted around what to do if you're a seller, what to do if you're a buyer, what to do if you're a landlord, where you personally see the market going, and what your current perception on the current state of the market is as well. Now, just to reiterate a few things, your audience does want to see that. So be authentic, be yourself, push it out, and I'm sure you'll get a fair bit of engagement. Mainly because no one else is advertising right now. No one else is marketing, and not just real estate agents, everyone. Everyone's trying to cut costs on marketing. So anyway, today I'm going to be talking about a couple of other tips, because the last episode took so long because I probably went in circles too much. Another one as well, I did tell people to wear a t-shirt. I had a couple of comments saying, why aren't you wearing a t-shirt if you're recommending people to wear a t-shirt? So today, t-shirt on. Anyway, and another couple of questions about my lunch. Yes, the lunch was burnt. If you could smell through video or smell through podcast, you would have known, as I did at the time. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about some more ideas to create during the COVID-19 period. Marketing ideas, content ideas, things like that. So the 5 videos is without a doubt my favorite. It's very easy. It's authentic. It allows you to talk about shit that you're used to talking about every single day anyway. So just do that. Start with that. See how you go. But some other ideas might be interview local businesses. Now, stop for a second. I know you've heard this 1,000 times, and the majority of you still don't do it. Great, good for you. I don't know why you don't. Look, I've told, I used to say that I'd do it as well, and a lot of the time I didn't. I did it occasionally, but not as much as what I should have. Anyway, now is without a doubt an extremely important time for you to start supporting local businesses in your area. So get off your ass and go and do it. Just grab your handheld phone and sit next to someone and ask them some questions and just talk about how they're coping, right? Or just go and plug some businesses. Go and get your Instagram and do your Instagram story, right? Because they could sure as hell do with it. And they might share it and tag you in it and whatever else. And it's promotion for your business as well, okay? So, yeah, people love that stuff at the moment. People love helping other businesses. So go and do that. That's number 2. Because they need your help. So cafes, restaurants especially, obviously a lot of those are closing down or obviously having to close their doors and doing takeaway. So I'm sure there's a local cafe that you go to every morning, which you're not at the moment. So go and chat to them, right? You're already supporting them enough. Support them a little bit more. What else have I said here? And look, so you could also create a mini series on that as well. So go and do five businesses over 5 days, or 10 businesses over 10 days. Again, get creative. Create your own thing there. People will respond well to it. Guarantee of that. If you want to be really cheeky, go and interview the businesses that have lots of followers. And then, you know, at the end of the day, yes, they're getting a promotion as well, but they're promoting your business to all of their followers as well. So it can't hurt, okay? Maybe you should go and interview the people that don't have any followers, actually, because they're probably the ones that need your help more than anything else. So swallow your pride, swallow your ego, go and help the businesses who need you most, okay? Now, even go as far as doing a donation, right? Do a whether you can afford it. If you can't afford it, then don't. But you know, whether you do a here's one I saw the other day. There you go. This is what I was trying to get. I saw someone the other day went to a cafe and pre-purchased 100 coffees for health services, right? How good is that? Because if you're a doctor or a nurse at the moment, you are working flat chat, right? So they're the ones who need the coffee. So what they've gone ahead and done is bought ahead of time 100 coffees for health service workers for the next 100 to come in, right? So they'll keep a tally and whatever else. So something like that, that's a great idea. Whoever did that, if you're watching, kudos to you. That's awesome. That's really cool. Not my idea, disclaimer, but anyway. Tip number three. So we've done one for create a mini series. Number two is support local businesses. Number three, DIY tips. What has everyone got a lot of right now? Time, right? Like their business is usually pretty quiet. They could have lost their job, unfortunately. They have their hours cut back. Whatever it might be, people have a lot more time right now. Now, you've got two options. You can walk your dog or sit on Facebook. There's three options. Walk your dog, sit on Facebook, or improve the value of your property, right? So, here's another one. DIY tips. While most people are in lockdown or isolation, I'm recording this. While people are in lockdown or in isolation, it creates an opportunity for those people to do little tidy-ups or improvements around the house. If you already have a renovation guide or something similar, then obviously offer that. Now, I recommend if you are offering a selling guide or a renovation guide or whatever it might be, the best way to do that is to push it out through a funnel because you're capturing their details the best way possible as well. And they don't have to physically contact you to get a hold of that funnel. So to get a hold of the guide or whatever it might be. So I recommend doing a funnel. Yes, I've got to try and sell you on something in these videos as well. So if you don't have a funnel, send me an email or send me a message or whatever it might be, call me, and we'll organize you a funnel for your ebook or for your selling guide or your renovation guide, whatever it might be, okay? So push it out through a funnel, you'll capture a lot more information and you'll have leads come once the dust settles, okay? So if you don't have a guide, then you can always create one. There's websites such as canva.com, C-A-N-V-A, canva.com. You can go in there and you can create your very own ebook. It doesn't have to be Flash. By all means, go and just do it in Word. Create it in a Word document or Keynote or Pages or whatever you like, right? So don't feel like it has to be fancy. Throw it together over the next week or weekend or whatever it might be. And there's your selling guide. Here's an example. How you can spend $3 to return $10,000 when selling, right? Now, you as an agent have a lot of information under your belt. You know what sells, you know where people should add money, and a lot of us assume that everyone else knows this information as well. But here's a harsh truth. They don't. So tell them what to do. People want their hand held, right? You've got to talk to them as if they're at a third grade level, okay? And the other thing there to point out is the amount of times you've probably walked through a home, doing an appraisal, about to put it on the market, and they're thinking about doing, replacing, I don't know, something that doesn't need replacing, right? Whatever it might be. So sometimes they think it's the right thing to do, but it isn't actually the right thing to do. So tell them what they should do. Tell them what sells properties. Tell them what buyers like to see. Tell them about buyer behavior. What do they look for? What don't they look for? What's important to them? What isn't important to them? They don't know. So create an ebook or do some tips through your social media. Even if you're doing something at your own house, if you're doing renovations at your own house, that is gold right now. Record it, document it, and then push it out through social media. Because you're now not just telling them to do something, you're doing what you're saying for them to do, right? So do that. Anyway, so yeah, 3 tips to maximize your sale price by $30,000, whatever it might be. Even just little things, right? Little things they can do on low budget with whatever they got in the garden shed, for example, right? So you're full of information that you probably think the marketplace already knows, but I assure you that they don't. Okay. Actually, I'll tell you what. Here's another idea for you. Do a mini series. Do a mini series of DIY tips. We are all over this. Mini series on the current crisis. So you've got your sellers, buyers, blah, 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 blah. Mini series on interviewing local businesses. And you guessed it, do a mini series on DIY tips while they're in lockdown. I've just filled your content calendar for the next month. Easily for the next month, right? Probably more. Do you know what? We'll pause it there. What about 12 minutes, thereabouts. I've got probably another 3 tips. So I'll just keep these videos flowing, eh? I don't want to burn too much of your time in one hit, so we'll pause it there. There's no lunch on, but my dogs are trying to get my attention. So we'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in, guys.